Morning, girls. How are we doing? We are back here again with Glitter and Lazers. And every time I look across my distant screen and I see this, I don't know what she expected of me. Like, I know I just laugh at her in general, but when you're coming out here, and I'm not entirely sure if this is meant to be serious or not, because it's as good as some of the other things I've seen her wear during these hauls. But look, this is the first image of her I've seen in possibly 2 months at this rate, because I saw a new haul came out, and I was like, you know what, I actually kind of like the hauls, so I might as well do a quick reaction to it, and maybe then I'll do a reaction to her going back to the gym or getting the massage. I saw the surgery arc, and I skipped that because I don't particularly care about the surgery arc. It wasn't overly interesting. It seemed like long videos and kind of meh. Maybe I'll go back to a live stream or something like that just for a bit of a laugh, but come on! I'm glad that pink bag is still hanging on that door until it seems to be there every day. I just know this is a studio she has rented out with its incredibly high walls, and like the plants are exactly the same. That's in exactly the same place. It's autumn, I guess, so we now have some orange here finally. I guess we're just gonna get straight into it. Right, Poindexter, take us away.
This is weird. I feel like I have not done a haul in a really long time. Like this feels.
I feel the same. Also, I thought. Like I said, I didn't care about the surgery arc, because I know a lot of people were upset that they thought it was like a weight loss surgery thing, and she was saying, no, it's actually like to reduce lymphedema or something like that, and I didn't particularly care about that. I'm trying to remember in my head, but she looks like as large as she's ever done, so I don't know if it was weight loss surgery, if it worked.
Kind of weird.
Kind of weird.
Also weird because I'm wearing glasses for like the first time ever, so it's just a whole vibe here at Glitter.
Are you wearing glasses because you need them or because you think it adds to your quirk factor? I'm going to go with number 2.
Glitter and Lazers, but you know what? I'm not mad at it. People are allowed to change. I'm changing.
I'm mad at
but what's not going to change is me finding amazing things for you to feel more stylish in your life.
Can you hear Goober just shouting away downstairs? I've moved to my man cube upstairs if anyone's overly interested, and she don't like it because she doesn't come upstairs because she's trained not to come upstairs because she shit in my bedroom one time. But no, she doesn't. She just sits at the bottom of the stairs being unhappy anytime she hears me recording because I'm talking now upstairs by myself. You imagine coming out here to get fashion advice from a lady who looks like this. I'm going to be polite and say a lady who looks like this.
So with that, let's get into this week's haul, which is from JCPenney.
What is with the sleeves? Like, genuinely, even she doesn't seem to know where to put her arms because the sleeves seem like semi-solid. So it seems if you like lower your arms in any way, you're going to stab yourself.
Recently, I was on their site for I don't even know what reason. I think I got caught by a Google ad. And I went there and I was like, okay, I see you, JCPenney. It's time for me to do another haul. So we're back, baby.
Isn't it probably just because like JCPenney is like a big company that produces clothes for big women, I assume, and also they're probably sponsoring you. Also, I'm not going to do that thing where I look at her like description again because I feel like that was a recurring thing I did with her in every video, and every video it was the same result. So I'm just going to assume at this point now that this is a paid for sponsorship or it's also affiliate linked. You probably just realized because like your surgery arc was over that you needed to get back to like content, and like all of your content was hauls.
And we're checking out the JCP.
Or running documentaries.
I went to high school to make it a little bit fancier, the Jacques Penney. Let's get into it.
Wow.
So
why did you have to make it into food? Why did you have to immediately go, JCPenney, that's not food enough. Penne pasta.
I'm really into corduroy.
I just changed my bed sheets, and I had a flashback there. Damn. That even looks too big for you.
This season. I don't know what it is. I love corduroy. I think I like texture.
Oh, I guess you do. You mentioned
and
a lot.
I saw this, and I just thought it was such an unusual, pretty color. It's like a purpley pink.
It's not even that bad. Like, when you... do you think she's doing that now? Do you think when she come back and she's like, you know what, I'm going to start doing hauls again. How am I going to make the clothes look better? I'm going to look ridiculous as possible in my host segment. So then when I put on the clothes, I look a little bit better because there is an improvement, I guess.
The skirt has a bit of stretch to it, so it's going to be comfortable. Has pockets, button seams. You can see the back. You've got the 2 pocket design, so it's very much.
How tight are those butt pockets going to be on you? There's no chance, unless you're putting like a $1 bill in there. That ain't fitting anything else.
It's like a denim skirt.
You don't even put a credit card in there because it would bend.
But made out of corduroy. It's also very, very soft, and because it is so stretchy, it's forgiving. It's going to work with you as your body may change.
So you're back.
Mine is changing right now. This is something I'm thinking a lot.
Is it changing right now? It looks very similar. Like, just very similar. I really don't see any significant change. Maybe I need to get a side-by-side shot of her. But, like, I haven't watched her in months, so I don't even remember what she used to look like. I just remember she being thick.
Now, with it, I paired this sweater. And the first thing I realized when I got it out of the packaging is that it is so soft. I think that this brand, I think it's called Stylus.
Ooh,
This is like
very
JCPenney's like lounge, like
it looks
scale
okay.
loungewear. I don't even know.
But why is it longer at the back? It looks like you've tucked it in at the front or something like that. When I think it actually would improve the look overall if it was like equal throughout.
Like leisure wear. You know that
Leisure
like.
wear? See, it looks like she's like rolled it and tucked it out the front. Like if you pulled it down a little bit, it would hide this, which is the worst bit of everything.
Suppose you go to pick your kids up at school.
Look at her dance.
Like what you would wear to that. Whatever that genre of clothing is. And you know what? It's really.
She's so annoying. It's like you have to deal with like double annoying. You have to hit it with the double quirky, I'm so interesting voice on this side, and her being like, oh, what should I do to show it off? I don't know. I'm gonna do the fucking kangaroo thing that the breakdancer did in the Olympics, but without the lower body movement, because that's too hard.
Really nice. You can wear this everywhere, and it is so soft. I also love this color. It's like a more ecru style beige. I don't even know if I said the right. What is ecru?
I don't know what ecru is. It sounds like an economics term.
I think it's this color, but it could be something entirely different.
It looks like, I'm going to say it's a man term here, guys. Everyone buckle up. It looks off-white. There you go. That's the man term. It looks off-white.
Whatever color this is, I like it, and it's
kind of gray.
So soft on soft. That's a win. Okay, I love this skirt. It's very comfortable. It's got a ton of stretch to it. The top is so freaking.
Do you need to wear the Spanx underneath it? The spats underneath it? I don't know which one of those two is right. I keep getting corrected. I don't remember which way I get corrected anymore. I'm going to say spats. Do you need to wear the spats underneath it? Or is that just like a choice as well? Because weirdly, it kind of adds to the look. But if you don't feel like comfortable enough just wearing the skirt on itself, then it probably isn't a good skirt.
And soft. Like this looks very put together, but it feels like pajama-y, and I like it. Yeah, so something that's really been challenging with.
That don't look good. Whatever this is going to turn out like, it don't look good.
Is formal wear or even cocktail wear, because
I can't wait.
I don't know. It's just most of that's not made to be.
What color is it meant to be? Look, it doesn't look like if you stretch it, it might have different colors throughout it. I'm not really sure. It looks like, is it like a very thin like lace over like a normal material underneath? These are my guy credentials here. The normal material on the lace.
Worn with what are pretty much just leggings. So. I've been trying to find dresses that I can wear to some events I have coming up that still kind of.
It looks like it's probably going to be too dark on you. That's just my immediate assumption. It also makes me think of chocolate, which you probably shouldn't make me think of, but that's, I don't know, a big chocolate cake.
Look okay if I'm wearing leggings underneath them, but yet still feel dressy.
Why should everything have leggings underneath it?
Because it was mesh, I was like, this might work.
It didn't. Well, it just didn't. Like, I don't like her whole formula. I've always said her whole formula is not very good. Because we get her talking about it whilst kind of just flumping around it. And she talks about it for, like, way too long for how simple the dresses often are. And then cuts her afterwards saying how she feels. But we've got to see her for, like, 3 minutes first in the dress. And then finally she goes, like, this is how I feel. I was like, yeah, I've already made my decision on it.
It's got, like, a purple mesh over a beige. I don't know. Great. It might be too close to.
Why is the boob area so much darker than the not boob area?
The black to work, but I have my fingers crossed that maybe it'll work because I really do need to solve this problem.
It's not great. And like the skirt, see the way you say you have to wear leggings underneath it? It looks like you have to wear leggings underneath it because the skirt is way too fucking short on you. Like your dude's nearly hanging out there.
This is a whole new world for me. I wore compression before, but mostly when I just worked out. Now that I'm wearing it 24/7, it's.
Is there a reason why you have to wear your leggings with everything? Like, is it because they're compression leggings? Is that going to be it now? I'm not sure. Like I said, I didn't follow the surgery arc. Are those compression leggings?
It's a lot. Actually, I only wear it during the daytime. I do take it off to sleep, but it's a lot. It's a lot, and it's having to change everything I do.
Yeah, I like it in any way. I'm trying to think. The way her ass moved there, and that was a sight to behold. I'm not sure if I like it in any way. It's just kind of like boring and at the same time shit looking.
In some ways, it's positive. It's obviously making me feel better, but when it comes to fashion, it is a new challenge. But you know what? I love a challenge. Okay, this I think works. I think it works with the leggings. It's elegant.
No. I certainly wouldn't say elegant. I just don't like it. It looks like you're wearing like a teddy. Especially because like how the lace is so much longer than the normal material. It just makes it look like it's like a nightgown, you know? It looks like you should be taking this to bed. I wouldn't expect you to be out there fucking wearing sports leggings underneath it.
And it's also like a little sheer moment. But the leggings kind of like work with it.
Oh my god, you saw everything there.
I don't know if I love it. I'm gonna have to like look back in the camera.
It's not great.
But I think I might have found something I like.
I don't know if like I said, it's too short. So if it was a little bit longer, would it work? I honestly still don't know. But I think the leggings actively take away from this one because like if she's trying to go for classy with it, the fact that I look at those and know it's like anytime you see Amber Lynn wearing any clothing, and she always wears those like basic ass like black trousers underneath it that look terrible on her legs because they just make her legs look like pillars. It's exactly the same thing she's got going on right now. Like maybe if they're more interesting.
If there's one style of dress
I
feel like I always get, it's this one.
A mustard.
And this was yellow, so I was like, oh, I don't have a yellow dress.
Did I use a more fancy word than her? Because that looked more mustard than yellow, but also I'm a guy and I'm not really sure.
Like this. So it is a smocked, big sleeved dress. These are everywhere.
Did I like this? I think the dress might be awful. Maybe that's why she's wearing the fucking cardigan over the top of it. Maybe once you've got the spandex on underneath it, I'm really not sure what's going on there. I don't like the bottom of it. I think like if the bottom was like straighter or more like a sundress, I think it'd be nicer.
And I just like the color. That's why it ended up in my cart. I don't know if it's particularly that special. I don't even know if the fit's that good. I did notice it had pockets, which I like.
Oh, thank God. But you're mainly just like hiding it under the cardigan, so it doesn't seem like the dress really matters.
You know, the bar is low. If it's got pockets, it's already significantly better than a lot of dresses.
But you're also wearing a cardigan that also has pockets over it, the cover of the pocket area of the dress.
On the market.
So what's
now,
the point?
Now, to zhuzh it up a bit and give it like more of a country vibe, and I've definitely been feeling like a little...
She really does love the country look, and I also love the country look on her. Like, that time she wore like the weird like a picnic blanket looking dress with the wee white frilly thing over the top and the cowboy hat. I thought that was fantastic. I don't even know if she wore a cowboy hat. I think I've added a cowboy hat in my brain to that situation.
A little bit of a country girl aesthetic. I grabbed this cardigan. And honestly, I'm obsessed with this cardigan.
I don't know.
I put it on already and I was like parading around the house because I'm obsessed.
That's like, I don't know, old lady. I don't know if it's country. Is it? Do you think it's country just because it has some tassels on it?
With it. I'm 100% keeping this. I'm 100% going to be wearing it all the time. I'm sure you're going to see it.
It looks like, which I experienced when I went to Japan recently. They give you like dressing gowns or yukatas or whatever to wear, like for like casual wear, which you can sometimes wear or in the hotel, depending on the hotel, or like after a shower or a bath or whatever it is. And this is how I always felt it. Because I got big shoulders, and those things, they were not designed to fit me. So it feels like that. It feels like after my shower, where I'm wearing a yukata that is just doing nothing to cover me, like, whatsoever. It looks like you went to a hotel and got their little dressing gown thing, and it's just not the right size for you. That's how it's looking to me.
Seeing content in the future, it has these big sleeves, which I love. They come down to a teeny tiny cuff, which is delightful.
Oh, you're so annoying. God damn, how could I have forgotten how annoying you were?
But the thing that really gets me is the fringe. Gosh, I love fringe. If you put fringe on something, I'm like probably about 30% more likely to buy it.
That's because for some reason you think it's immediately country.
So having this like lovely sweater overcoat that I can literally throw over the leggings.
Her face. Just her face in the background here. I'm not even listening to what main Glitter is saying. I'm listening to what Lasers over here is saying. It looks like... Hello. It looks like okay, I suppose. But it looks like, what's the point of the dress if you're going to cover the majority of the dress up with this cardigan that doesn't look like it fits you right? Especially because it's longer on one side than the other. And I'm not sure if that's a skill issue or something with putting on a cardigan. But it's very noticeable.
I have to wear every day. They're not really leggings, they're compression pants, but...
Oh, I was right. So there are... Yeah, and y'all fucking dieted me.
It just makes that outfit really easy, right? Big t-shirt, cute sweater, little bit of a tie to accentuate the...
So is this literally it? You're just trying to find ways to wear like the compression pants under stuff? Which I guess, okay, cool. It makes sense to me now, I guess.
Waist and bada bing, bada bam. I look amazing. So this, I think, is my favorite thing in this whole haul for that simple reason, is it will make...
You shouldn't tell me your favorite thing in the haul when we're a third of the way through the video. Because now I know everything else must be awful, because that was like a solid 5 out of 10.
Turning something I wear every day into just a little bit nicer, you know what? It's good to feel good about yourself. That's one thing I've really struggled through all of this is like, my body is changing. It's like, I don't want to invest.
She does just keep saying that. I feel like I'm being gaslit because it does not look like it's changing. However, once again, I don't really remember what she looked like.
In clothing because I know I'm not going to wear it forever. And that's a terrible mentality to be in.
But... Are you, like, I'm sorry, this really gives, like, Foodie Beauty suddenly coming out going, guys, do you think I should actually maybe size down in this one? Yeah, it's a goal to work towards. And it's like, yeah, but you're not going to.
Realized over the past, like, couple months, especially post my second surgery, that I had done that a little bit. So now I'm making a massive effort to not let that happen. Because
I don't know, were there any videos where she, like, tried on, like, any of her previous clothes? Because wouldn't that be a good thing to do? Wouldn't that be, like, a smart way to, like, show the progress is to have like, because you're acting like your body has totally changed. My body's changed, blah, 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 over and over and over again. Keep telling me that, and eventually I might believe you. But shouldn't you do like a haul where you're like re-hauling stuff and show like, here's what I was 6 months ago and here's what I look like in it now, to show like an actual improvement? I think that'd be something your fans actually might be interested in, because it actually shows like real progress. But if you keep changing your clothes constantly, I really, maybe, I'm going to hold my hands on, maybe this is just purely like a guy issue, but if you keep changing your clothes constantly, I find it a lot harder to keep track of what your body shape and size is.
Because I'm worthy of
could be your plan
in every stage of my journey. And I'm worthy of feeling beautiful and confident and comfortable in the clothing I'm wearing at every stage of my journey. And I just have to keep reminding myself that, because it's...
I don't know if anyone disagrees with that. Like, she keeps saying it like she is like arguing with people about that, but I don't think anyone disagrees with it. I think people are more against like your like toxic positivity and you lying to your audience and you not disclosing brand deals, all that kind of stuff. I don't think people are like, well, you shouldn't ever look good. I don't think anyone said that, but I don't know, maybe people did.
Sometimes feels like a waste, but my happiness is never a waste. I am absolutely obsessed with the sweater. Like,
oh my God,
obsessed. It's got big sleeves, it's got fringe, it is soft.
Who told you to use your hands more, and why should they be fired? Like, I hope she talks about the dress at some point, because the whole thing seems to be based around this cardigan, and the dress is just pointless. And like I said, the cardigan doesn't even fit right.
The dream. The dress is good. It's not great.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's not something
like
I feel is special, but this cardigan is special, and I'm definitely keeping her. You'll see her again, I'm sure of it. I love the colors.
I hope, you know what, the cardigan could be a good thing, because like I said, the cardigan just does not fit her right now. The cardigan, if I see it in 6 months and it fits her better, then I'll at least know, oh, it looks like she's doing well and losing a bit of weight.
Of this print, but it's...
Oh my God, Austin Powers called. Jesus, this is gonna be a sight.
Just, it's not my vibe.
Yeah.
It's not my vibe.
I get it. Actually, you know what, it's not bad. It's actually not bad at all, especially with like, this is what I was arguing with the cardigan thing, because the cardigan thing was too long. Like I said, it was like a bathrobe. It covered too much of the dress, so it's like, what's the point of the dress? You know, you might as well be wearing like a long t-shirt at that point. But like, with the short jacket, I actually think they kind of work together well, and I quite like. I like the look. I think it looks good on her.
It's a good dress. So if this is your vibe, that's totally okay. That doesn't make it bad. It just means we have different aesthetics. What I do love about it is I love that it's a little bit longer. As a taller person, I tend to look for midi length, just because it is going to cover my knees. Now with leggings, that is changing a little bit, but for right now, that is.
It's weird she keeps going back and forth between leggings and compression pants, because they are like different. They really are. Like leggings, like I've always said, a legging is like a blessing, not a right. You know, like only people of certain body shapes, in my opinion, should really be wearing leggings. Like, because if you're not in that certain body shape and you wear leggings, then it's not nice to look at. I will say this as diplomatically as I possibly can, but like, those aren't like leggings, they're compression pants, and it'd be more honest. It's like I said, what thing with people disliking your like toxic positivity and you lying to your audience and not really like, giving the right information. If you keep calling it leggings instead of compression pants, then you're making it sound like it's something very different.
Still where my mind is. So if you're looking for something and you don't have to wear leggings, this is perfect. Again, the sleeves are larger, so great for people who have, like me, larger arms that are a little bit disproportionate with the body. You also have a waist tie, which is always great to kind
of... You're doing well to hide your large arms, because honestly, compared to everything else, I'm not really thinking about her large arms. You hear her just shouting away downstairs constantly. This is what I have to deal with now.
And accentuate that waist. Now, I wanted to see what this looks like with a jacket, because I think that's really important. So I got a little jacket that I kind of love. I think it's just a really cool take on a traditional bomber. Let me show you.
Like me a bomber jacket.
So this is the jacket.
I wouldn't know if I would call that a bomber, like anyway. I kind of, do you see it? I don't really know. Anytime I think of bomber jacket, I think of Amber Lynn's bomber jacket, my like fucking head into Dresden jokes. I think this looks absolutely fine. I think even for like she is right that it is a good length on her as a taller person, but like I think even if it's a little bit shorter, I don't think it would take away from it anyway.
And it's kind of like a wool, and I love the sleeve, how it's kind of like this solid sleeve piece. It's got snap closures.
Unlike she just says, I love that it's like a solid sleeve, and I'm not always like, why? Because maybe like women understand that immediately, but as a guy, I'm like, I don't get why. Because with the dress, you thought it was great that it was like a big puffy sleeve, and you're wearing this big puffy sleeve thing here. And you haven't really mentioned the other sleeves at all, but now suddenly, oh, I love this solid, straight sleeve. It's like, but it doesn't really match with what you're wearing right now. So why do you like a solid sleeve on this, but not on anything else?
It just feels a little bit more elevated than like a standard bomber jacket. You could dress it up, you could dress it down, and I really do love this color.
I think the best thing about it is how plain it is. I love that she totally struggled to find the find the pockets there for a while. I think the best thing about it is that it's plain. I don't think dressing it up would actually help in any way.
Unfortunately, it's very difficult for me to wear brown right now. I'm working on it.
Why?
But it's pieces like this that really...
Why is it difficult for you to wear brown right now? Do you have a brown trauma? Did you just read the Sala Kybella messages? Like, why can you not wear brown? You have to explain those kind of... It's difficult for me to wear brown. Why is it difficult for you to wear brown right now? That doesn't make any sense.
Help, like, make me want to figure out the problem I have.
I was going to say, do you shit yourself? Like, but then I was like, that actually might help.
Just that I get a weird clash in my brain when I see my black leggings with a brown jacket or brown dress. It's just, I get color theory bothers me. So,
like color theory bothers you ever. Look what you're wearing. like color theory really in any way takes away from your life.
I'll figure it out. And hopefully I do, because this is definitely a piece.
Why don't you just get some brown compression pants then?
That would be great.
Sorry, leggings.
This haul is making me realize that I need to find a pair of nude compression that I like. They either look...
How come I guess this stuff before and she's like the fashion person. She's giving fashion advice. And me, Man McGee, comes with the basic caveman answer of like, why don't you just like change the color of your bottoms? If that's your issue, why don't you just change the color off the bottoms? And then she's like, maybe I should change the color of my bottoms. It's like, yeah. Isn't that obvious?
Too much like hospital, or
what?
They've got like a weird funky texture to them. So I will find a pair, because then I can wear outfits like this that are brown based that just make a lot more sense.
I don't even think it clashes. It's like, it's because it's split on your body. Like, if I don't know, if it's like one brown leg and one black leg, maybe that'd be weird looking at something like that. I don't think it clashes in any way. I don't.
With not black leggings.
That's when you're wearing black shoes.
Because this is really cute. And I want to be able to wear this in a way that feels good. And right now, I just see the black legging.
It's the best thing you've worn all day. It's so good that I can't even remember arguably the first two things anymore.
It's haunting me. I already talked about my corduroy obsession, so I did get another pair.
See, do you know when I saw her lift up the fucking corduroy, and it was like, you know, like kind of like a bit of a shocking color. Possibly because it's the orange right beside the pink. I immediately did think of the giant pink skirt she was holding earlier on. So I remember the first outfit now.
Of like corduroy stuff.
These costume.
Are some corduroy pants.
Yeah.
And they just have a standard yoke.
Actually, it's not that bad. I was going to go in on it a little bit. But actually, it's not that bad. I'm not sure if I like the top. I'm not sure if it's giving me autumn and less Christmas. But I can't... You know what? It's okay. And I actually think, kind of looking at this, I'm not sure if it's affected the trousers, kind of like hefting her a little bit here, giving her a little bit of a lift in this area. But I feel like I can kind of see the weight loss.
Zip closure. These are from... I don't know. I haven't said any of the other...
Damn that ass, though. Damn, sir. Have you got a permit for that? Do you know what? I'm going to say, I know people dislike Anna a lot, and I don't particularly give two thunder fucks about her in general. But I think she's looking better. Like, her body does look better to me. I'm actually now kind of curious to go back and look at, like, the surgery videos, because I can see, in my head at least, the difference.
Brand names in here. I don't know why I'm starting
now. But she's still really annoying. Don't ever think I'll take away from that. She's just a very irritating person.
I love this color. I don't know if this color loves me. So we're going to try it. And maybe I just need to accept that either it is or it is not for me. What I did pair it with...
That is the fucking deepest crotch I have ever seen in a pair of trousers. And I'm a guy.
And I think it's just such a lovely color combination.
You could hang your coat on that. Like, what the fuck is that ski slope for?
It's very,
damn.
For lack of a better explanation, Gryffindor from Harry Potter. Love the books, hate the author. Just gonna throw that out there.
Thanks, I'm really glad you threw some political activism into this. Talk about your trousers. Thanks, kid. It's orange. I don't know. I don't really think Gryffindor and orange immediately. I don't even know what I think about for Gryffindor. Why do you say autumn?
Yeah, I feel like that needs to be said, but...
Cool, thanks.
This is
thumbs up there.
Burgundy Chevrolet.
You get good girl points on the internet. What?
hand-drawn detail sweater. And I just think with the pants, it's like a really rich color combo, both in like a warm palette. It gives a little bit more of an elevated look.
Are you wearing your compression trousers underneath that, though?
I love pairing two bold colors together. I mean, like, life is too short for—
Is red a bold color? I don't know if I would consider, like, red, like, a bold color. I don't.
For black and white,
like,
as I sit here.
But still not bold.
But I did a little color pop here and here, so don't judge me.
Oh, that was a serious look, then. Like I said, I thought she was trying to look like a fucking clown, so this stuff looked better. This is, she got up, I looked in the mirror one day, I was like, you know what? I don't hope this works.
I still play with a little color, and I actually think that's like something that I find myself gravitating to now is like how to put pops of color. But sometimes, like,
no, you don't. I'm sorry, you just don't. You have always been like this. Stop trying to make it sound you're experimenting with color. Finally, your entire channel is try-on hauls where you're saying this exact same shit.
Just having a really good color combo like this, like let me just show you on camera. Like, do you just see how rich that?
We have seen it on camera for the past 2 minutes of you posing.
Looks together. It feels like old money. It feels.
Does it? It feels like winter.
Feels good. This feels good. So, I hope it works for me because I love the way.
Is this meant to be the point? Did she say this looks like old money because the way she's dressed now looks like new money in like a tech bro cringe kind of way?
This like color combo makes me feel. I got the fuzzies. Okay, I might be obsessed with these pants. I think they're really cool. Like a wide leg cord.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted a pair of pants in this color, and I've just never found one that really fit me right. And these fit me pretty dang good. I also love it with this sweater. It's giving like a 70s professor vibe, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
I can see the 70s professor vibe more as well, but I also am thinking Austin Powers again.
Not at all. Last but not least, I have this jumpsuit. And
jumpsuits. Okay. Well, last but not least, there's 4 minutes left. How long does it take you to get into a jumpsuit? I'm sure there were like different clothes on the thumbnail of this because I thought some of them were leggings, but I must be wrong. Or this is gonna be so tight it looks like leggings. I guess.
I feel like jumpsuits might be my formal wear.
Oh my god, no. Oh no. Why do you have that? Oh, this do you know what? I'm gonna say it's the best jumpsuit she's ever worn. That's a very, very low bar I've set here for it. Oh, it looks awful. Why do you like jumpsuits so much? They genuinely are the worst thing you've ever worn every time.
Their solution. Because they're going to cover the leggings, right? So I saw this one and it had like a nice little 70s vibe to it. This is a great color. It's a Ponte knit, which means it's very comfortable and very forgiving. Yeah. The one thing I don't love is a halter. Sometimes these just don't fit right on me. I think it's because, you know, I'm tall.
or your body shape. Probably that more than you're a bit tall, I guess, a bit.
And my body's weirdly proportioned. Actually, there is no such thing as normal proportions on a body. I wish we would just.
This is what I say with like you kind of just like have cringe stand. Like, yeah, you have a weirdly proportioned body. This thing is actually normal proportion. Yeah, but yours is weird. Yours is where most people fit into a general kind of like scale of body shapes. Yours is weird because yours is abnormal. It's so cringe that she can't even, like, give herself a little bit because she has to be, actually, no, never mind. Actually, I'm perfect. I'm fine as I am. Okay, cool, bro.
Let's stop perpetuating that myth. Guess what? Everybody's just shaped differently. If your clothing doesn't fit you, it's because it was fit on one person, and that one person is not you.
Or, hear me out. You're like 400 pounds and really weirdly shaped. That. It's not just because, well, you actually fit it all, like I said, I'm broad-shouldered. Like, I deal with a lot of things. When I had to get a suit, I had to get it specially made for my shoulders, you know? That, it's just something you have to deal with sometimes. And you go, the beauty standards of normal people. What is normal? I went and I just got a suit made for me because I needed that to be done. That's just, it happens sometimes, bro. Trying to argue about like, oh, actually, well, it's not my fault that this doesn't fit right because actually they measured it on someone different. Bro, if they made suits for me, for everyone, it wouldn't fit most people right then. Because I am not like most people. My shoulders are fucking weird, apparently.
So let's just stop hating ourselves because things don't fit right. Because it's all...
Well, how about you actually use that as motivation to get into clothes that actually do fit you better? How about you use it as motivation instead of crying about like people aren't making clothes for 400-pound people with your very odd proportions? Like, bro, it just... You give her a little bit of credit and she shits on it.
It's a scam. normalized body types is just such a scam.
Oh, you're a cringe.
Sorry. And I'm back. I just thought it would be cute.
And you look like shit in this. There you go. It's nothing to do with normalized body type. You look like shit in this. There you go. The end.
Literally it. I thought this would be one to go. One thing that concerns me is it does have a back zipper. And I know that there are a bunch of like random...
And you're too heavy to reach around and touch your back? Is that going to be the next complaint here? See the way the mood has shifted? Because she's now just being cringe again?
Tools you can buy. I just don't want to have to do it. I don't want to. And I know that for some of you is like a not...
You also don't want to do exercise apparently either, and that's why we're here.
a good excuse. But it's my body and what I put on it, and if I don't want to, I don't want to. So this is too much work.
Oh my god, like, where did this come from? Does she get herself into a bad mood by randomly, because she dared mention a negative about herself, she actually upset herself by mentioning a negative about herself, so much so that now she's like complaining about a zipper randomly, but I'm the customer, and I'm what's right. If I don't want it, I don't want it, and I am correcting that because I'm the customer. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool, bro, fantastic. No, JCPenney's doesn't care. I don't care. Don't buy it then. Stop complaining.
I've already decided that I don't like this solely because I know I cannot zip it up on my own.
Wow.
I had a feeling that maybe I could like slide into it, but looking at it now, like out of the package.
Why would you assume that? If it has a zip and it's going to struggle to fit you in general, why do you think you'd be able to get into it fully zipped?
Defo not. Definitely would have to like zip out and zip in, and
no.
I don't want to. Okay, so this part's too long. So I'm fixing it because I think this could be really cute.
This part's too long. I thought the problem was you were just too tall for it, which wouldn't mean it probably should be too short. So you're complaining beforehand is silly. This is why I said about the bit before and the bit after doesn't make any sense. Because she talks about her like guess and theory about it before she puts it on, even though we have to see her already in it, so we already know how it fits. And then afterwards, she totally contradicted herself. It wasn't actually a problem with it being too short on her. It actually is too long on her.
I'm tying it. Better?
What, do you want a cookie?
I think that solved it. Woo, wow. So much better. This jumpsuit, I feel like, is like just on the cusp of being amazing. There's a couple like...
When I can see your belly button through it, it is not.
Sewing issues that I feel like need resolved. Like this strap should be cut into there, just so this would lay a little bit more flat. Because I don't think the intention is to have the straps like that.
How do you know? Why don't you look at the model again? Well, wouldn't that make sense? Go and check what the model looked like on it and wear it like them. Because now you're just guessing. And you've just had a 2-minute rant about body proportions and zips. I'm maybe not going to take your advice on where the strap should go.
Maybe it is. Weird choice. I guess maybe it is. I just feel...
The whole thing's a weird choice. It's the jumpsuit. They're shit.
Feels off. I think they've scaled up on the sizing. And what's happened is they've overestimated the length of the shoulder. So this really should be here, but they're estimating that the shoulder's like out there. Like I'm a linebacker. And I am not a dainty woman. So.
Okay. Sure. You're a fridge. You're actually a fridge. Wasn't there a linebacker called the fridge or something like that? Like, I'm sorry. Like I said, it just contradicts everything she said before. This is why the theory doesn't make sense of the way she organizes this. Because she is constantly complaining at the start that it's potentially going to be too short on her because, oh, I'm so tall. I'm such a big, tall lady. And then she wears it and it's actually not proportioned right. And it actually implies that she'd probably be taller with bigger shoulders.
Could be a banger. Just not quite there.
Not.
Otherwise, I love it. It does have pockets.
It looks like every other jumpsuit you've ever worn. And by that, I mean trash.
But the fit is a little off in this area. Woo, that was a little bit of an adventure. I definitely found some things I really loved. I found some things that were not for me.
Like
but overall, you know,
that cardigan.
I'm gonna keep checking out JCPenney because they do have pieces that feel
They do have affiliate links that you can find below, just saying.
And I think the challenge I'm having right now is just like, I got so used to things fitting a certain way, and now things fit differently. And I'm having to relearn how to dress my body, and that's a journey, guys. I feel like I understand y'all a lot more now because I got really good.
The y'all really always feels forced as well, when it just kind of comes out of nowhere and she's like, y'all! Okay. Is this because your country thing?
At shopping for my body and how it looked and what fit and what accentuated the right things, and I would just buy those things. Well, now things...
What were you trying to accentuate? That's like, you didn't really talk about that during the try-on when you're trying to say, I'm trying to show off this part of my body, I'm trying to do this with this part of my body. It was pretty much you talking about the material and, I guess, the color 80% of the time, and also your leggings.
Look different on me. So I'm relearning.
Like,
And
what's
it's fun.
this meant to accentuate? Because this actually makes you look fatter than usual. Because it's got such puffy upper arms, makes your upper arms look massive. And then the way it comes out at the bottom here, it makes your hips look even bigger.
Is also sometimes a lot, right? And I think that these hauls have a totally different purpose now, because before it was really about showing you guys fashion, but in a lot of ways it's about me rediscovering and continually rediscovering as my body changes.
You know, like I said, I feel, even though I agree, I do think her body has changed a little bit. Like, I feel like I'm being gaslit the way she keeps saying that, as if she's trying to convince you that she has totally changed. She's a totally different person. I'm not buying it. And that feels like it was like always the case with all, I'm trying to remember, this is a woman who did like the running documentary and all these kind of like gym things where she's trying to act like she was losing so much weight. Every single one of her vlogs kind of talks about the same thing, covers the same thing, and is about the same thing. Or trying to make it seem like her vlog is like totally different. This is like a totally different haul. It's like, it's not. You talked about the same stuff. The only thing different about this was that you wanted to match them with your compression pants. That's it. That's the only thing that's different.
What works for me. So if you'd like for me to talk more about that, please let me know, because it's definitely like a weird state of mind.
I would like you to talk about it at all, because like I said, you didn't. The only thing you talk about is compression pants.
And it's definitely something I could easily incorporate
into what's meant to be different about your body?
Let me know. And with that, guys, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I'll check you later.
Thank you.
I don't know what else.
Oh my god, so quirky. I mean, she a nerd fixer glasses. Nerdy. Cringe. I say, like, all my issues with her isn't like her body shape or anything like that, or how she loses weight. Like I said, if it was weight loss surgery she had instead of like lymphedema surgery, I just don't particularly fucking care. But like, she's just such an irritating person who wants to be like, I'm so fun and quirky, and then she likes to just go on rants about nothing and clearly upset herself at the same time because she doesn't believe what she's talking about. Going back through them quickly, this was like totally mid. This is like I don't know, like the pink skirt thing was like like a 5 out of 10. It was like totally mid. This, I don't know, like I said, it looks like a nightgown. It's like a 2 out of 10. This, it's like totally mid. It's like a 5 out of 10. This, I quite like that. I think I was a 7 out of 10. And what was the last thing? Oh yeah, the corduroy thing. I think I was like a 6 out of 10. I think if I had a nicer sweater, I think I would have preferred it more. And this was like a pure fucking 0. Of course, like I stopped on the gigantic dumpy. But I guess that's going to be it, guys. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.